The Standard with Joe.
BBC anchor faces backlash as she stands for women's value. The BBC has upheld a complaint that a presenter, Martine Croxall, broke the network's guidelines by correcting the term of pregnant people to women during a live broadcast. London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, yes, you heard that right, Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, has released research which says that nearly 600 heat-related deaths are expected in the UK. Croxall began in June broadcast. Malcolm Mystery, who was involved in the research, says that the aged pregnant people, women, she said, pausing briefly with an edge in her voice, and those with pre-existing health conditions need to take cautions. So basically, this reporter didn't like it that they said pregnant people, and so she said women. Why did she say women? It's because when people say to refer to women as pregnant people or birthing persons, it degrades the value of a woman. Is a woman all to you someone who can get pregnant? Is all a woman to you someone who births other human beings? I think women have, obviously that's valuable to them, but I think they have tons more value than just being labeled birthing people or pregnant people. There's only one type of person that can get pregnant, and that's a biological woman. Only one type of person, a biological woman. And if you take away that part of a woman, you're going to be taking away a lot. You're making insults to women. You are degrading women when you call them pregnant people. How about pregnant women? Men can't take their place. There's so many things women can do, men cannot take their place. And there's so many things men can do that women cannot take their place. Give a woman the dignity she deserves. And I think that this reporter on the BBC did just that. She was reading and it said birthing people or pregnant people, and she corrected it and said women because she has some common sense. She has some common sense. Wow. The phrase pregnant people was followed by a facial expression which has been variously interpreted by complainants as showing disgust, ridicule, contempt, or exasperation. The BBC reported in a news release Thursday. BBC News Management initially claimed Croxall was reacting to scripting in somewhat clumsy or incorporated phrases from the press release accompanying the research. BBC's style guide also does not include specific rules about using the term pregnant people. The ECU reported the findings to BBC News Management, which reportedly discussed the matter with Croxall and the editorial team behind the video. It is unclear what additional action will be taken. I hope she gets a raise. I hope she gets promoted because she's not dealing with this foolery of degrading women and trying to make it as though a biological man can be a woman. Only a woman can get pregnant. Only a woman can give nurse to a child. Only a woman is able to be a mother. I'm sorry, you not straight dudes out there, you cannot be a mother. You just can't. It is not within your ability. A mother is something that's very unique, and it's something that is only shared by women. Only women can be mothers. Only women can have that value, and only women can be pregnant people. So instead of catering to this crazy idea that anyone can be anything, why don't we take value in what we actually are? And I think this reporter did a good job taking value in what women actually are. Women are not just quote-unquote pregnant people. Women are women. And by the way, women are the only ones that can get pregnant. So, as she suggests, let me see here, aged women, and those with pre-existing health conditions need to take precautions in a situation that she was talking about. For sure. For sure. Let's not pander to the ungodliness and the craziness of our society. where women think they can be men and men think they can be women, and men are even willing to downgrade women to try to make themselves more like women. But they'll never be. They'll never be more like women. They'll always be men, no matter what they do to themselves. And so I'm going to stand with women today. Women deserve applause. Women deserve our honor and our respect. And women should not be labeled or not be downplayed by just physical characteristics that they by nature have. But instead, we should see them for the value of who they are, of the tenacity that they can produce and bring such not only life into the world, but also change the world by their actions as well, just like men can. Let's stop downplaying women, but let's make women unique again. Let's make women wonderful again. At least call them wonderful again, instead of diminishing who they truly are. Proverbs 12:22 says, "Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truthfully are his delight." These people coming out here and criticizing this reporter for saying women instead of pregnant people, they're liars. They're liars. And when they lie, it's an abomination to God. It makes them sick. But let me tell you something. Those who stand truthfully are God's delight. I don't know this woman's spiritual state. I don't know where she is with God. But in this situation, she is definitely the righteous one. And God definitely delights in her that she was unwilling to pander to the insanity of today. Thank you for tuning in for this segment of The Standard with Joe. Every week, I'm making these videos so that you can hear the news and hear it with a light of hope and a glimmer of Jesus Christ. We don't have to look at the world as gloomy and dark all the time, but we can take the good out of it and we can remember what God says and the hope that God brings in our darkest times. Like and subscribe if this blesses you or if this is the truth. And don't forget, consider supporting me, as I will be putting a link in the comments where you can support me and I may be able to start making more videos just like this. For now, it's going to be once a week, so make sure you stay tuned for the next segment. God bless you.